Didn't even know it could turn into a bot.
I mean, he's a vampire. I guess he could.
Hey, Andy, you ready for our therapy sesh, partner?
Oh, hey, it's you!
Panoptabella, what are you doing here?
I was looking for the bathroom.
Well, this ain't the bathroom.
It is now!
I can see that. I'll go then.
Hey, Chief, what's going on?
Penaltibella and I were simply having an exchange.
In exchange of what?
Samuel, my dear, you do not need to know everything. It is not my business to share. We are here for my therapy session, are we not?
Yeah, that's right. How are you doing, boss?
Truth, I feel
Better after I exchange stuff with iGirl.
Yeah?
my lightening of spirit comes with its own distortions. However.
Have you ever had an eye job?
I mean, I remember there's a thing about eyeball licking in the past.
Yeah.
Some people just can't get off of it unless they have their eyeball licked.
Apparently.
Emotional reasoning and always right were the other two we picked last time.
Yeah.
I think I've got what I need to handle an ancient vampire. Go on, Chief. What's been on your mind?
The last century has been a bit isolating. Other elder vampires think themselves above self-improvement, so we have little to speak of.
Well, I guess that ain't no surprise. New ways of thinking don't usually come out of retirement communities.
Indeed, we elderly often prefer to sing praises to old glories, but there is no glory in my past, only death.
I want to stop you there, Chief. There is no glory in my past, only death. You're 3,000 years old. Can you really say you got nothing to be proud of in that time?
I am not proud to be an effective killer, my friend.
I just have trouble believing all you did was kill and sleep for 3,000 years.
That is fair. I have met many fascinating people and seen many forgotten wonders.
See, there you go. Don't go tossing out the blood with the blood bag.
You are correct. Against my own wisdom, I hope to erase the parts of my unlife that bring me shame.
Well, it's like you told me. Everyone's got cognitive distortions, and we ain't ever gonna get over them.
Too true. I must accept the evil so that I can appreciate the good. I confess I often wish to give myself a pass, because in hindsight my evil was so pointless. Have you ever heard the phrase, the banality of evil?
Oh, no, but I can guess what it means.
Evil is dumb.
But good is dumb.
Yes.
Spaceballs taught me that.
I know, right?
Evil is just plain dumb. It ain't thoughtful. It ain't empathetic. Don't even have a goal, really. It's the opposite of being mindful.
Samuel, your insights serve you well. Yes, that is exactly it. Evil is dumb. Historian Hannah Arendt coined this phrase to describe the actions of some Nazi leaders. In Western tradition, when we think of evil, we imagine powerful creatures of darkness, intent on hurting others. Even in this understanding, evil has no ideology. It is, as you say, dumb. And when we perceive evil as dumb, it is tempting to simply dismiss it. If I live in a life that is no longer evil, it does not feel right to be judged by the centuries I spent in dumbness. Indeed, it was the realization of the banality of evil that made me question it.
How's that?
Well, you and I know what effective killers we are. There is no mortal that would dare stand against us. We are physically superhuman. But are we truly greater beings than mortals? How many people do you think I have killed, Samuel?
Well, you being 3,000 years old and all, I bet you've killed...
A few thousand, probably. I mean, I can't see a few million.
Yeah, let's try
You must
1,000.
have killed a few thousand mortals.
No, my friend. Even if I had sought to be a more ethical vampire, I have lived for more than 1,000,000 nights.
Damn.
Killed
Wow.
far more than a few thousand mortals. The truth is, I have no idea how many people I have killed. I was certain, however, that I was the dominant force of death in the world. But in the 20th century, humanity showed me that I was far from superhuman. If I thought I was detached from the value of life, World War I showed me I was not special in this.
Oh, yeah. I kind of missed both of the world wars. I was busy walking at that time.
They were terrible, Samuel. Mass death events have happened before. The Napoleonic Wars, the Taiping Rebellion, and even older wars killed millions. But the industrialization of war turned corpses into mere numbers. Humanity could kill its enemies without ever seeing their faces. I was there on the Western Front. I saw mortars and mustard gas used indiscriminately, men ripped to unidentifiable shreds. Day after day, month after month, the bodies filled mass graves, each death contributing to no ultimate goal. Back then, I was a creature who saw death as glorious. I thought that mortals were food, owed to me because I was greater than they. This casual mass murder showed me that I was not above my humanity. Murder was humanity. I'm afraid, Samuel, that I quite lost my appetite for blood. I did not think such a thing was possible for a vampire.
Dang, you must have been pretty depressed.
You could say that. I was disgusted. With myself. With humanity. Certainly with my own humanity.
I get to step away for a second. I think someone knocked at my door here.
Okay.
I walked into the sea. Water filled my lungs, but I did not die. I kept walking into the cold gloom to whatever fate would befall me.
What were you thinking in that moment?
I was not. Without a purpose, all I had was walking. That was all that mattered.
That actually does make a lot of sense, I reckon. I did much the same thing.
I thought you would understand. Yes, I did not walk for a purpose. Perhaps I was walking to find a purpose.
So, what happened?
The light of moon and sun faded away. I saw things in the darkness. Flashes of nightmares, giant eyes peering at me in the gloom. I felt the heat of volcanic plumes. Saw explosions of strange life in the corpses of dead whales. Predators like myself abound in the deep places of the world. These ghosts in the darkness consumed one another.
He saw the greatest horror of them all. Anglerfish.
No.
Further still, I came upon the wreckage of a great ship, littered with material reminders of the mortals who once walked its decks. I will never forget the experience of seeing this.
Not just anglerfish.
Humanity's
Anglerfish mating.
decaying bodies. I had to sketch the great ship as soon as I could.
Oh, hi, Titanic. Don't tell me you caused the iceberg.
The Titanic. I remember that story. John Muir would say it was a symbol of man's hubris. He could be a grumpy old Gus sometimes.
I saw it more as a symbol of nature's ignorance of humanity's hubris. The creatures of the cold deep paid it no mind, ignorant of the death all around them, for there were no bodies to speak of. I think it was then that I finally understood. Death, as a state of nature, has no meaning. Death only has whatever meaning we give it, and my death had none.
You know, I'm pretty sure Eddie Keene said exactly the same thing.
I do not deny it. Edmund was in some ways correct. If we do not give our unlives meaning, do they have meaning?
That's still Nosferatu thinking and disqualifying the positive. You ain't the only one that gets to define the meaning of life and death. Death doesn't erase the memory of a person, just the body.
I suppose one could say their hearts will go on.
Boo!
I come back to that.
Yep.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, you missed the Titanic picture.
I hope you ain't gonna sing it.
Don't worry, Michael.
Oh, if I want to pick out any section for
Was you alright?
short.
Sure, I understood death, but that was only to understand mortality.
I get it. There's a reason we're in the same business, I reckon.
Your reckoning is well perceived, and I am grateful that I had my own reckoning. As I watched the creatures of the deep swimming among the wreckage of the great ship, I realized how small my life truly was. I had wondered for many centuries what it would be like to venture into space. Into the great ocean, that need was satisfied for once. I felt small, powerless, a small spark of life in the void. All my unlife was a primal scream. I am here, I matter. But I finally understood that I could never be heard.
And he's sounding a heck of a lot like Isabella. Either all the world hears him or no one does.
All my unlife was...
I think I get what you're saying, Andy. The deep woods gave me the same experience of feeling small and insignificant.
And hard to grasp.
But we can't help but matter, and it's a control fallacy to say we don't. Maybe we don't get hurt in the same way we want to be hurt, but that we can't control. But the
So
scene
so
here
you're
today
saying he found
is
the
like
power
woods
of
near
carrying
us.
all the way out in the deep woods.
He might have.
I must admit, Samuel, I am a bit envious of your wisdom at such a young age.
At least he wasn't 13 for it.
Oh, shucks, I'm wise. I'm just too much of a fool to know I shouldn't assume too much.
Come now, Samuel, this is my session. You can disqualify the positive later.
Fair enough.
I will say it was a terrifying experience, but one that I am unendingly grateful for. And it was more achievable than going to space.
Vampires in space. I guess there's no real reason why we shouldn't go out there. We got time for long travel. Maybe we should take a trip to Mars sometime.
Martian vampires? It's a little silly, Samuel.
Take me to your bleeder.
Oh, Samuel, that was truly terrible.
Yeah, I got to agree. That was horrible.
When we do visit Mars, I am content to stay here. There is much to discover about our existence on Earth. After this dark journey, I walked back across the Atlantic, sustained with fish blood and a new will to understand myself. My timing could not have been better, because a new form of science was just coming into prominence. Psychology, the study of the self.
Well, when was this?
Around 1920. I was not the only human being to question humanity's choices after the Great War. Indeed, if humanity did not question itself after such horrors, this would be a condemned world. It was my questioning of the self that brought me to this place. Psychology was born right here in Leipzig.
No shit.
None at all, my friend. A man named Wilhelm Wundt lived just on the street. He developed a method where we describe our own thoughts and sensations.
Well, that sounds mighty familiar.
Yes, the hints of cognitive distortions were present already. I read his works voraciously. I was obsessed with the study of the self. I became interested in my own feelings. Why did I rage for so long? What did it feel like physically? And I realized that my prevailing feeling was always fear. Like Edmund, I was a coward. Oh dear, the similarities are piling up.
Oh no.
Why was I not interested in myself for nearly 3,000 years? I should have shed my ignorance long before. But I did develop an obsession with knowing myself, and it took me to some very awkward places.
All right, Chief, I'm ready. I ain't afraid of sex, so you can talk to me.
I suppose it was about sex.
Here we go.
This is when I began my studies with Sigmund Freud.
Oh no.
He shared this obsession with understanding himself.
He's about to have more similarities with Dr. Drain, I see.
Analyzed each other, which helped
I
us.
suddenly hear Jay grumbling.
We knew that we would understand the truth if we laid it bare.
That's a heck of an assumption. Sigmund and Andy were smart fellas.
We hid nothing.
Well, it sounds pretty nice, I gotta say, but what if that certainty that you were right made you see the truth differently?
Excellent observation, Samuel. I am impressed. Yes, our scientific method would have broken Dr. Drain's heart. The bearing of truth in this case was difficult. I horrified him, I believe.
It's fine, he can horrify you back.
Take a look at this picture. What is your impression of this woman?
It's Freud's mother, isn't it?
Yeah.
She does look kind of stern.
Yeah.
Well, she looks kind of stern, I guess.
She was certainly a very strong woman by all accounts. Mighty, like Isabella d'Este. This woman was most beloved by Sigmund. She was his mother. He would show me this very picture and say, Andromochos, if she were your mother, you would want to fuck her too.
I don't use this phrase often for obvious reasons, but what in the Sam hell?
He could not imagine why anyone else would feel differently. Of course, I overshared with him as well. I do not think my recounting of the convent of San Sisto orgy of 1417 helped us to gain a greater sense of self-awareness. Though I always found it humorously ironic the way the nuns still cried out to God.
Boy, you really like a little novelty in the bedroom, don't you?
Oh, Samuel, you are such a millennial.
I'm way too old to be a millennial, Andy.
I mean to say that you were born in the last millennium. You will understand when you are over 1,000 years old.
You know, you're not my daddy.
But I could be.
I am not. Perhaps I joke like that. But Sigmund had made a grave mistake in our explorations of the self, and in doing so, cast doubt on the truly groundbreaking work we did. He eventually died, as mortals do. But my lust for understanding the self was not quenched. I became interested in the philosophy of those of my lifetime, and the philosophy of the modern era. It was like charting a map through humanity. It was invigorating. I felt alive. This feeling showed me that I was on the right path.
That sounds pretty thrilling, but I think we gotta be careful with this kind of thinking. What if, say, Dr. Drain had let Lord Lourdes take over? Being Lord Lourdes felt good for the doc, but feeling good didn't make it good.
You are right to advise caution. A healthy obsession is still an obsession after all. Crimson believes I have a healthy obsession with moisturizer, and she may be correct.
What type of moisturizer? Just asking.
The thinkers whose works I read all had the same obsession I did. They wanted to unlock the formula of humanity. That was my true aim as well.
Psychology's the study of our own thinking, ain't it? Not of everyone's thinking.
The thinkers whose works I read all had the same obsession I did.
Psychology's
The thinkers whose works I read all had the same obsession I did. They want
Psychology's the Psychology's
the thinkers whose work
Psychology's
the thinker
You know what you're talking about sounds a lot like the algorithm. People and cultures are all kind of different and changing all the time. Well, that's the best part of being human.
Goddamn gremlins!
These bombs will go off if you hit them just right.
There ain't no formula that'll work for everyone. Not unless we're all the same.
Well observed, Sam. I came to this conclusion as well. I thought that my immortality made me the ideal student of the self. I had time to question and explore, but I did not account for the fact that the act of questioning made me grow and change myself. I am no longer the man I was yesterday, and tomorrow I shall be someone new. I have become aware of ways in which I could be more mindful, more kind, more fashionable even. I chased the truth, Sam, and I chased the good. It is a shame that I can only chase them, never catch them.
You ain't ever gonna be perfect, Chief. Neither am I. You're right. The more aware we are, the more them goalposts are gonna keep moving. We can always be better. But I think you're disqualifying the positive of being good enough. You're trying, Andy, every day. I think that's the battle won right there. You ain't gonna slip now. 4,000-year-old Andy is gonna be a force of good to be reckoned with.
I know. It reminds me of a pearl of wisdom Marcus Aurelius gave me that I could not yet understand. He said, "Waste no time in arguing what a good person should be. Be one." I take these words to heart now, but it is hard to not have deep regrets.
I think you know how to address them regrets there, Andy.
Are you going to do the horse thing? I would prefer you didn't.
No, do the horse
I
thing.
ain't gonna do the horse.
Do the gun thing.
I am relieved. But yes, you know what I need.
There,
I
Andy.
gratefully accept it.
Andy, let's accept all the dark deeds you done. Let's accept that it took you a long time to change. Ain't no getting around that. It's time to show a little compassion. You're doing your best. You're a better person for all the work you done. You, my friend, are good enough.
You said you weren't going to do the horse thing.
Good enough. I suppose I am.
Would you like a hug there, boss?
I would love a hug, my friend.
Do we get to see the hog?
Whoa, what's the hands?
I mean, hey Gabe, you gotta
We
show us?
do not get to see the hug,
Aw,
apparently.
darn. And that was, I think, the last of the DLC, too.
Uh,
So, I guess, unless they suddenly come out with some more DLC, I think this game has officially come to a close.
Yeah.
huh.
I done couples therapy. because it's we're dealing with one set of clients all the way through for the positive from both angles from the clients. And it's a case of, yeah, we didn't get the best outcome, but we got the best outcome for them. At the same time, we had that side story as well.
Yeah, dealing with Wilhelm.
We got to see the cowboy doing something else but being a bloody therapist all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even if you don't think that was the best outcome, was there a different outcome we could have gotten?
I mean, the other option. I think the other option would have been he didn't try and pursue Carl.
Huh. Well, I meant with the couple.
Well, yeah, with the couple, yeah. Like, I don't think there was any other option besides the fact that they were going to basically become friends with benefits.
Yeah, I don't know if this game has multiple endings in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I think it's just a case of picking what you want to focus on and see where it goes.
I get that feeling. Because of same result is just how you get there.
Yeah. But the game definitely makes you think.
It's kind of like with Slay the Princess, a case of with the whole process, a case of this is far more interesting than you think it'd be.
Yeah.
It's also a case of there's a channel that basically do the therapist plays, and they did Slay the Princess, and it's rather uncomfortably eye-opening at the same time.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's another one of those games that it shouldn't be as interesting as it is because the subject matter just kind of seems but the writers managed to come up with something.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at some other games out there like Papers, Please, for example. You're inspecting documents. This is your game. You are a government clerk.
Oh, hi, Georgie. Back again. still not got the papers right. This is the third time, Georgie.
Georgie, this is made out of Play-Doh.
Georgie, this is a potato.
Or Return of the Obra Dinn. You're an insurance adjuster. That doesn't seem like it lends itself to an interesting game. You know, it's one of those things where it's just one of those games that they have a premise there. You are an insurance adjuster, you are a government clerk, or you're a therapist. They don't exactly scream exciting game, exciting gameplay to me. But the writers in all those cases did manage to come up with something that, held my interest through the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it made it even more interesting the fact that we're dealing with vampires, undead, people who cannot age, cannot die, and are still going through life and the struggles that they have to deal with.
Yeah, it also brings up a thought of mine that, it comes up every now and then because that's how fantasy works. It hits on certain tropes and those tropes keep coming up, but that is the thought of immortality. And the more I look at immortality, the more terrifying a prospect it is to me. Because I don't want to live forever. I don't want to watch everyone I ever care about just grow old, wither, and die in front of me, and I'm forced to keep on trucking, as they say.
Yeah.
And there are some people that would actually love the idea of immortality.
Yeah. I mean, there are people who are also in zombie apocalypse, let's go! So...
Yeah, that's a different idea, though.
Yeah, and then they're the first people to get eaten by the zombies.
Yeah, they would be the first people that died just because they tried to lone wolf it out.
Yeah. this was a really interesting game, and I'm curious to see what other stuff the developers do in the future.
Yeah.
Here is something with that Vampire Therapist 2.
Yeah. Little Bat Games, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So, I believe that's all we have to say in this matter. So, well, in this time slot, we're probably getting back to Midnight Suns, since we've figured out something.
Yeah, since I'm not going to be able to join you guys for that much longer.
So, until next time, when we figure out what the hell we're doing, or whatever, however, catch you folks later. Take care of yourself, and bye now.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.